Ethereum just took the lead again, while Bitcoin is pending under 121,000 options gamma wall. That combo historically fuels altcoin rotations. And tip right now, all four of our Fab Four, which is Miggles, Toshi, Keycat, and Dog and Me, look ready. I'll show you the key levels, the risk lines, and what flips the script. If you want these levels daily before the move, our full breakdown is $20 a month. Link is. So rotation mode means Bitcoin acts like an anchor near a gravity price. Today, that's around $121,000. Currently, Bitcoin is at 121,910, looking like it wants to get out of this range to the upside. While Ethereum outperforms and capital drips into selective altcoins. As long as Bitcoin doesn't break down, breadth improves. If Bitcoin accepts 123,000, if we go higher, we reassess, but right now the rotation is on. Okay, Ethereum just drove an impulsive leg into the 4,800 range. Right now we're just below it, 4,725. 4,930-ish is the channel of resistance. Okay, that's the next area of resistance close to 5,000. Backed by ETF inflows of 523.9 million for Ethereum. That's a top 5 day on record. That's why we see this right now. Okay, that's why we've been seeing this, because the Ethereum ETFs have been killing it lately. 50 EMA, the RSI is overbought, 79. Okay, overbought. So maybe we get up here and then we kind of play around here for a little while. For pullbacks, possible downside, we'd have to get below 4,500. Okay, 4,500. But if we hold there, then yeah, I think we're gonna make an attempt up here. It could be that we don't even pull back yet until we reach almost 5,000, guys. In Ethereum BTC, looking also strong, is trending towards 4 cents, right? The next psychological area would be 4 cents, and then overhead 0.049 cents would be the first area of strong resistance that I would see. Is a classic signal for alt rotations, by the way. Okay, Ethereum, that's why we look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, right? When Ethereum starts to outperform Bitcoin, altcoins get their shine. So if Ethereum can hold 4,500, 4,600, and Ethereum BTC stays strong, right? The alt window stays open, and that's what we want. So let's get back to Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is extremely important. Bitcoin is pinned, as I've mentioned, at 119 to 123 area, just slightly above this range. Inside of this range, right? Because 119 is right here, kind of like the middle of this range, upper part of this range. And then 123 is above this. This range right here is essentially 120 to 117. All right, and 117 is also an important number. Max pain is at 121,000, so that's why we could see pinning right around here. And gamma clusters are at 120, just slightly above to 124,000. So liquidity is stacked above 122 to 123,000 as well, and also below 116, just below this line, 116, 117. So this area right here. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to come back to just oscillate right here, right? Get rejected right around here, come back down, oscillate, and come back up, right? Just keep going sideways like this. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Let's see what happens. There's 2 possible paths, okay? So if we break through here and we break above 123,000, then 124 to 126,000, just here now, 124, 126,000. If we break 23, we're probably gonna get to that area first, right? After, right? Maybe just immediately after, with strength, right? Because there's not much resistance up here. We're basically at price discovery. If we reject, right, then we're probably gonna come back to the, if we don't get higher than this, right, and we come back down into this channel, probably gonna touch the bottom part of this channel, just oscillate, right? Or maybe just slightly above it, right? So 119, 118, 117. If we lose that, if we lose 117, guys, we could do something like right here when we lost 117. What did we do? We touched the 50 EMA. So if we lose this, then we're probably going to touch the 50 EMA somewhere around 114,000. All these bets right here get liquidated, and there's a lot of liquidations right here. What does the macro tell us? Yields are easing. That's the 2-year. That's the 10-year. VIX also just at lows, right at 14. Oil is soft, also dropping. Gold is steady, just sideways. All right, so net, macro isn't fighting crypto at all for now. That gives this rotation room to breathe. That's a good thing. Now let's take a look at my favorite memes, the ones that I think are going to kill it. Miggles, Toshi, Keycat, Dogging. Let's take a look at Miggles really quickly. You have to see this triangle, right here. This is the top of the triangle. You can see we've tried to get above it a few times, quite a few times. Most recently in July, and then right now. Let's zoom in. As you can see, we moved up, Show a lot of strength again since it's 1st of August. Tried to break through. Oh, it looks like a fake out on the 10th and the 11th. Came back down, but nope. Didn't even have to touch the 200 EMA. Came right back up, showing some strength, guys. That's great. That means that this might not be a fake out. If this can continue, guys, there's not a lot of resistance, okay, for a ways up. All right, so Miggles, if this is legit, then we're going higher at some point soon. Toshi, and again, depends on what the rest of the market does. Toshi is at stronger resistance right here, 307750. It could be that it does something like this, right? Peaks out and then comes back down because that's what Toshi does, right? As you can see. And it has recently, in recent history, since June, come back and always touch this line once it peaked. Okay, the most recent one, when it peaked in around the 18th, 20th of July, came back down, touched this. Now here we are. This is a strong area of resistance. On above it, here, but we'll always come below, come back down into this little triangle. You can see, right, this line. So if we can break through here, guys, things are looking really good for Toshi. But that's we have to wait and see. It could be that this thing comes back down and does something like this. And if it does, and you get lucky, and it touches this line at 3062-ish, I would find money and I would put it in this thing because this thing is going to kill it. I don't know that it does that. Okay, I don't know that it does that. First, it'd have to get below the 50 EMA, and then there's some support right here at 3072. But I mean, look at this nice uptrend, guys. And right now, it's fighting this. If we can get above 307799, right now it's right there, basically, just below it. If we get above here and hold this as a base, we're going much higher too. We're going much higher. KeyCat, very similar, right? This triangle. Although KeyCat is very volatile, right? As you can see, look at these big fake outs, right? Big fake outs, big fake outs. Recently, smaller fake out in July, but now this with strength too. No, it hasn't touched this line, right? It went right through it, and it went right up to the point of control. Well, part of the reason, and probably a big reason, is that the KeyCat meme has been featured in YouTube's NFL game promos. Not the coin itself, but the meme, right? The KeyCat meme, it's an icon. And price action on base reacted, as you can see right here. Okay, so let's take a look closer. Showing some strength right now, guys. Showing some strength. This will move a little bit, but still, gotta stay above. Let's look at it on the 4 hour really quick. 4 hour, we can see support. We can see support on this point of control right here, more or less 2054. And also there's a 50 EMA, the bottom part of this little channel that it's in. Remember, we're looking at the 4 hour here, so you gotta keep that in mind. The signals aren't as strong, more randomness, but still, 50 EMA right here, 0049 is support. Okay, if we lose that, I could see it because again, KeyCat is volatile. Okay, volume has been coming down a little bit on the 4 hours as well. That's all. KeyCat's gonna kill it. So if we do come back down, first area of resistance, 2054, and then I would wait, right? Next area I would nibble that 0046. 0048. Let's do it on the 4 as well. I'll give you something. It could be that this is it, sputters out and comes back down here. 0042. That's when I would buy. I don't know based on where we are that it drops and loses it again. It could. These things are volatile. Keep that in mind. If you are buying, don't go all in at once. Make sure you nibble, right? Nibble, wait a few days, nibble some more. Wait a few days, nibble some more, okay? Take a look at this on the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, all right, so really, really short term support. 0054, 0048, 0043, and 0042. Those are areas I would look at to nibble at. Boom, boom, boom. On KeyCat's gonna do really well. Chart looks pretty good. This continues then up to the upside, right? Say that it won't drop and it continues. Next area of resistance would be at 0075, and after that, it's got a lot of room to the outside. Dogging me, let's take a look. Dogging me looking like, well, right now it's at support on the point of control right here. This line right here which is at exactly where Dogging me is at right now, 3061. If we hold this, then we can make a run towards right here, 3076. And break through that, then yeah, we can. The next area of interest would be 0014. If it comes back down and we lose this as support, right? 3061. The next area of support would be 3056. That's where I would start nibbling. And see this little line right here at channel. Since it came out of this triangle, it went into this little channel, riding the top part of this triangle, right? Boom, boom, boom. Riding the 50 and 200 EMA, losing it, having to touch this channel, coming back above it, and now let's see if we can finally stay above the 50 EMA and this channel and get out of this channel like we see right here. right? But if not, it could come back and test it. That's at 3052. But first, support where it's at, support at the 50 and 200, and then let's see what happens though. I like this trend. Let's hope it continues. Okay, invalidation would be touching this line. All right, then it could come back in, but we'll see, guys. We'll see. I'm bullish. I'm cautiously optimistic because the charts and everything that I'm looking at say, all right, the biases grind. So right now the leaders are Toshi and Keycat. Okay, the challengers are Miggles and Dogami. But DCing in, being smart with your entries, right? Waiting, having some patience. It could earn you a pretty penny at the end. Derivatives flows. Suffice it to say, because it's a lot of different stuff. Let's actually look at the ETFs because ETFs are important. Yesterday, Ethereum has been killing it. Ethereum ETFs 523.90 million. Okay, the Bitcoin ETFs only 65.9 million. So Ethereum right now, the Ethereum demand is the star compared ETFs for Bitcoin right here, as you can see. For perps, options, I'll just give you the quick translation. Dealers and flows support controlled grind around 121,000 for Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin, let's see what happens. And that's the ideal condition for altcoin rotation. So we should see the memes that I talked about just now go up as well. Bitcoin looking like it wants to move. All right, move up. We'll see. It could be that we see another wick like this, guys. Could be all-time high today too. We'll see. 23,000. If we do, then again, 2026 is where I see it. See, hopefully it does. Man. So let me give you my base case. Bitcoin pinned at around 119 to 123,000. Ethereum would extend towards 4,000, towards 5,000, would say. Okay, alt breadth continues, and so the Fab 4 would probably move up as well. To the upside, get to 123, we break through that. It would be I see it as something quickly, a quick move to 124 to 126,000. If Ethereum Bitcoin holds, then alt would still participate. So we're gonna look at this chart and hope that this continues up. And my downside, really simple. We lose 117, the next area would probably be right here, 114,000. That would be the next area of support. Hopefully we don't lose 107. Hopefully we do not lose 117,000. Keep an eye out on that. And so if you want this every day, levels, flows, and setups before the move, our analysis is second to none. It's 20 bucks a month. Link is below. Join us and trade the tape, not the headlines. That said, I will see you guys. Have a good one. Peace.